Hey guys, it's Erica from Perfectly Pink and Particularly Sassy, and I've got a couple of requests on my latest re-upload of my unboxing my iPhone 6s to do a what's on my iPhone, and so I thought I would go ahead and do that. So I'm going to try to do a dual screen here. Hopefully it works out. If not, then you'll just probably be seeing this. So before I get started with the actual inside my iPhone, I haven't shown my iPhone or done anything with it since I posted that video of unboxing my iPhone. I originally posted that video in September of 2015, I believe. So I've almost had this phone for 2 years. It'll be 2 years this September. And I've had the same I've had the same iPhone 6s, but I've had to take it in to get a battery changed because there was a certain batch that did not, the batteries were they weren't lasting as long, so they offered to replace them for free, but when they did that, they messed up my internal microphone up here and my camera, and I couldn't receive calls, so they ended up replacing the phone. So it's the same color, it's rose gold, 6S, the original size. But I did get a new case on it. Since then, I got the Spec Casemate, or maybe it's not the Casemate, Spec Candy Shell, sorry, Spec Candy Shell in Onyx Black. So it's still pretty clear. You can't really see the color of my iPhone though. When I ordered it, I thought it was the clear one, which is the one I originally ordered. But this one is just the black one. And then I have a pop socket. When I originally got this phone, I had a sling grip. I'm still getting used to this. I like it, but I might go back to a sling grip just because it has a little bit more, it's a little bit more sturdy than it would be. So, but I like it. It's a Galaxy. It looks pretty cool. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started with what's on my iPhone. So the screensaver is just me and my husband, nothing too fancy there. So this is my main screen on my iPhone. Like most iPhones, it just has the basic stuff on the top. I've got my Safari, calendar, weather, contacts, clock, settings, maps, and then I have my utilities, which you can customize these folders yourself. So in here I threw a lot of like the basic stuff that you would get with your iPhone. So the wallet, which I don't actually use on my iPhone, I have like problems saving my credit card information on my phone or my computer. The compass, voice memos. I have a road trip thing, which I don't know if I even really use this anymore. It'll probably take forever to load. So you can basically figure out with the price of gas how much you get per gallon, how much it would cost you for your trip. So as you can tell, this is an old version because it's still for a 4. I don't even think I've used it since I've gotten the phone. Then I find my iPhone Tips, which is an iPhone installed app. It just kind of tells you new things about the iPhone, depending on what version you have and what your iOS currently is. Health, which is another standard app. Calculator, and then just a tip calculating app because I can't do math. FaceTime, stocks, which you can actually delete stocks now, which I don't know why I haven't. But you can actually delete this. It used to be something that came on all iPhones standard and you could not get rid of it. And then I have a date time calculator. My job, I work with insurance and stuff, so we have to bill to certain times, and I have to make sure those times are right on, and sometimes it's hard when it's a certain amount of hours and minutes, so that makes it a lot easier. An Apple Watch app, which also comes on the phone regardless if you have an Apple Watch. I have a Fitbit watch, so it does not apply to me. Find Your Friends, Keynote, Dropbox, which I use for work, and then Word Reference, which is just a Spanish to English dictionary that I have. Going through here is all my notes, reminders, my YouTube app, which I use quite a lot, Shazam, which nowadays you can just tell Siri to use, you can ask her like what song's playing and she'll tell you, but I still have Shazam because I don't talk to Siri all that often. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, like these are really basic stuff. Finance stuff, that's another folder that I've made myself. It just has my banking apps, my work schedule, and my Verizon wireless information. Gas Buddy, this will tell you how much gas is in the nearest radius. This is actually not an app, it is a bookmark that you can save to your phone from a website. So this is I Waste So Much Time, and it's actually a website that I go to quite a bit. I read it almost every night. They update it daily, and it's just basically a bunch of random junk. I guess it's kind of like a Tumblr or something of that nature, but it's one of my favorites. Uber, my photos, App Store, my Fitbit, my camera. So that's pretty much, I just keep that on my front page because those are the things I access the most. So then on my next page, it's not full, but it's not my last page. So I have a folder for entertainment, which has a new Apple TV app, so you can actually, certain things like Netflix will let you download videos and you can just watch them without internet access. So if you were going on a plane or something and you wouldn't be able to have Wi-Fi, you can just download the videos straight to the TV app. And it also helps you find, I believe, everything from all the different apps on your phone. So like I have Hulu, Netflix, and then I think if you have like Amazon Prime, you could also just like do a quick search. I'm not really sure, I haven't used it yet, so I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Podcast app, iBooks, a movie app that'll tell me movie times and locations, and then my Regal Cinemas app that I have for my Regal card. This is my lifestyles folder. I have the blogger app for Blogspot, which is perfectlypinkandparticularlysassy.blogspot.com. A countdown app. This is basically you just put in your event when it's happening. You can add pictures and it'll let you know. It'll give you alerts to when it's coming up and tell you how many days and hours until your event. Pinterest, which I actually don't use all that much. Time Hop, Facebook Messenger, Hobby Lobby, which you have to have if you go to Hobby Lobby because you can always get your 40% off coupon right there. Groupon, Sleep Time. This app will tell you what time is best to go to sleep, so you get a full 8 hours, depending on when you go to bed, when you want to wake up, or how long it takes you to fall asleep. News, which I never use. I don't even know why I have some of these. I don't even use all of these. I don't use Walmart. I don't use Speedway. I use IKEA occasionally when I know I'm going. Prime now, which I haven't used, but I'm really excited to use because they basically can get your stuff to your house in like 2 hours. But I'm sure there's a charge I'm not aware of at the moment. iTunes Store. This is a fan app. It just simulates the sounds of a fan so you can sleep if you're one of those people. Surveys, which I downloaded this a long time ago. I don't really use it, but basically they'll give you like 5 cents to complete a survey. It's really dumb. I haven't used it in months. The Disney World app, which I used recently when we went on our honeymoon to Disney. My Suntan City app, which is a local tanning salon in the Midwest, and that you can actually check in online. I don't go tanning right now, but when I did, you could check in online, you can pay your bill, you can set up appointments, whatever, which I really like that. And this is Amato. It's the newest version of Urban Spoons, and it's just basically a way you can look up restaurants, ratings, menus, that sort of thing. This file is my photography file folder, and this just has different apps that I can use for that, like PicStitch or Mixgram, which are basically just collage apps. PixArt, which will allow you to put effects and filters and stuff on your pictures, and then obviously iMovie, and then SquareReady is something you don't really need anymore, but I had it back when Instagram would not put any picture perfectly into the frame. Numbers, this is my games stuff. Got a bunch of random games. I basically move them to the folder when I don't play them anymore. Hex Fever, Blitz, 1010, 6, 2 different Mad Libs, and then Yummy Gummies, which I was super obsessed. Well, maybe it wasn't Yummy Gummies. Was it Yummy Gummies? Oh my gosh, what was there was one game I was super obsessed with in college. I don't think it was Yummy Gummies. I think I got that instead of it. Oh, it's gonna kill me that I don't remember what it was. And Zillow, because we're searching for a house currently. Whisper, which funny story. So this is basically like a new version of what's it called? Post Secret, which was an old, they had a website for it, but originated because a guy gave out postcards. You could put your secret on it. It was anonymous, and then he would post them in these big, beautiful books of just all these secrets. And then every Sunday, he would post new ones on his website. But this was a way to do it like immediately. You could post your secrets. It just got like really raunchy, and people were posting really terrible pictures and suicide notes and threatening each other and stuff like that. So that's basically what this is, but I kind of just have it if I need something to read before I'm going to sleep. I don't really use it all that often, but it's pretty interesting when I do have time. Victoria's Secret Pink Nation app, Blumbo, which is actually a remote control for my TV in my living room. It's like a Wi-Fi thing. My iCloud, Rickers, which is a Midwest gas station. That's how I know how many sodas I have until I get a free one. Ipsy, which is the app for the makeup subscription box that I have, and this one's actually pretty neat. I can go on here and rate all of my items. It'll tell me what I have for the month. It'll tell me how many points I have, what I can get with those points. It has, oh, I didn't want to see the bag. Oh, that's disappointing. Well, there's this month's bag. Dang it. I was hoping I wouldn't see that. I always avoid looking at the sneak peeks of my email. I delete them. Musically, which I got and I never really use. Image Fave. This is old. I used to use this all the time in college on my laptop before they even had an app. It is so old that it'll slow down my computer. But it's just like pictures. It's actually really, really cool. I used to put a lot of them on my Pinterest back when you actually made Pinterest boards instead of just repinning things. But yeah, it's just, that was something else I just looked through before I go to bed. Best Fiends, which is a game basically like most of the strategy, like Sugar Crush, or is it called Sugar Crush, Sugar Rush? I don't even remember what that game was called. I don't know. I have The Sims 4, which is another website, and it's just a bunch of cheat codes for my Sims games. This is actually just a folder for all the extra iPhone stuff I don't use, like iPhone Home, iTunes U, and Pages. Things that I keep on here in case, but I haven't used them. My Kroger app, which is where I can see how many points I have to get discount on my gas. Like if you spend $100 at Kroger, then you get 100 fuel points, and every 100 fuel points is 10 cents off a gallon. So if I went and spent $400 in a month, then I could get 40 cents off a gallon, which is amazing. And then benefits, which is something for my husband's work. So yep, that is what's on my iPhone. And then obviously here at the base, I have just the basic phone, message, email, and music. I do have Apple Music on here. I pay for the family plan, which is I think $14.99 a month, and you get all access. It's kind of like Spotify. You get all access to pretty much everything in the iTunes library, except certain artists, I think, have the ability that you have to purchase their stuff. You can't listen to it just on the subscription. But pretty much I haven't had hardly any problems with it, but there really are actually a couple, now that I think about it. I think there's a few older albums that you have to actually pay for them. And my dad's texting me. But yeah, for the most part, you can get pretty much anything on Apple Music, except I think there's one Beyonce song you cannot get. And I think I want to say it's, oh, snap. Anyway, you can't get it. So yeah, that is what's on my iPhone. Not terribly exciting, but people asked for the video, so here it is. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment to what's on your iPhone. And subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And let me know if you like these kind of videos and if there's any other ideas you guys have for me. So thank you so much for watching. And as always, keep it sassy.